Simple question. Who are you? The entire world's waiting to know. Like, that's the question everyone's asking every day. That's what the universe keeps trying you, regurgitating situations, bringing you back to this, bringing you back to that, waiting for you to show up. That's the most amazing challenge we are all ever experiencing. And unfortunately, most of us don't pass the challenge. So I'm going to give you a few tips to help you wake up and discover who you are. Number one, I need you to get alone and get quiet. Most of us have been used to being around people, and unfortunately, oftentimes, people who don't know who we are, but people who want us to be who they think we are. Whether that's good or bad, maybe that's a super, amazing career that they want you to have, so they're always telling you about who you're supposed to be and all those wonderful things, and you buy into it. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that sounds positive, but if it's not you, then yeah, what good is that going to do you? Yep, you'll pad your bank account, maybe if you choose that type of career. Then maybe you will find yourself taking fentanyl. I'm just saying. I mean, people are doing this stuff because they're completely unhappy. And it may work for them, but if it's not your life, then, especially my friends from the East, right? You guys are used to being told this is what it's going to be. And again, I understand that the parents meant well, but if it's not you and you haven't answered who you are, you'll find misery. Or you are from the family where no one really wants you to be great. I mean, they want you to be great, but only if they're great. And so as a result of that, they are constantly finding ways to find all your negatives to tell you who you can't be. And or anytime you get a success, they're saying you owe them, right? They're always trying to connect. Or if it wasn't because of me, then you wouldn't, I don't know, but we have those family members too, right? We come from those families where that experience, it's not an environment. It's not an environment that's really designed for growth. And so your spirit gets shut down. Or maybe you come from a culture or religion that says you must do it this way. And as a result of that, your discovery of the universe, of God, is limited, shut down, stifled to fit a mold that prevents you from discovering who you are because they're more interested in what it looks like and how you represent them on the planet than you discovering who you are on the planet. I mean, there's many reasons why people don't discover who they are, but that's the most important question you'll ever be asked in your life because it's your spirit asking. We talk about it in your job and how much you make, or we talk about it, and all those things matter. Like, they're important. I'm not making light of them. But in light of who you are, they're meaningless, right? And so we ask all these questions: where do you live, and all these other things? How many children do you have? All of that's wonderful. Those are all things that are good. But there is no more important question to answer than who are you? So don't know where you came from and what it's like for you, but I get that. So one of the things that you can do in a positive context is go back and say, so who do you think I am? Now, this will be interesting because you're surveying other people about who you are. Take a few notes, see if it jives with you. But after you spent time alone seeking to discover who you are, write down anything that shows up. Not because they said it, but maybe it was a little desire in you. Maybe it was something that you hoped to become, but that can't happen anymore because of my age or my family or my faith. No. Pull the layers back to see and unpack. Who are you? I'm thinking about the Lion King right now. Who are you? But that's what it was all about. Because until you discover who are you, you're going to be living somebody else's life. And maybe it's not a life you really want to live. And maybe it will keep you comfortable, but you'll never discover your greatness. Your greatness comes through your uniqueness. So discovering who you are is a part of that process. And once you do, just practice it. I know it can be difficult. At least that's what we say. It's hard to be me. Here's what I want you to know. Being you is the easiest thing you could ever do. It's the most natural thing. What's hard is taking off the makeup, taking off the mask, taking off all the layers you put on you Some circles, they call them burdens. Other circles, they call them weights, to be like somebody else. And in the Western world, where a lot of great things are available, there's also a lot of challenges that come with that. Because our mind is designed to consume. What can we get? What can we get? What can we get? What can we get? And I know, because I grew up in a Western world, but that can also be a hindrance to discovering who we are, who we are, who we are. So the last thing you might have to do in the discovery of who you are is let go, let go, let go, let go. Because we're often encumbered, overwhelmed, entrapped, connected to the things around us, and they limit our ability to move. It's like a straight jacket, right? The white jacket, they can't really do what they want to do because there's all these obligations and responsibilities that we've accepted. I have good news for you. Just because you accepted them doesn't mean you can't make adjustments or create new agreements, as Don Miguel Ruiz says in his book, The Four Agreements. Take a look at that book. I hope you'll find something in there that you will find not only insightful, but that will help you discover who are you. This has been the Monday Moment. Peace.